So let's say you just bought a Switch. You're already a few $100s down the drain, but you still need some games to play on it. So I'm going to present to you some of the best cheap games on the Nintendo Switch. They will be categorized from least expensive to most expensive, and there should be chapters down below. So let's start with one of my favorite games on the Switch overall, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is an indie farming simulator by Concerned Ape. Personally, I've never been into farming simulators, but I loved this game. I loved it so much that it got 125 hours out of me, plus some more on PC, and I bought it on PC and Switch, which I usually don't do. In this game, you plant crops depending on the season, and you fish, and you own animals, and you feed them, and then collect their resources to sell all of that, and you can also explore your town around you, grow your farm. So it's just basically a life simulator with farming elements, and it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Another perk is that you get a lot of content for just $15, so I think it's a very worth it purchase, especially for like a first game on Switch. Next, we're going to talk about Little Noah's Scion of Paradise. This game is a 2D side-scroller dungeon crawler. You traverse randomly generated areas and fight enemies using your lilliputs, which are little creatures with weapons and spells and stuff that you can use to attack the enemies, and you can also arrange them in a certain pattern to make a combo. I've enjoyed this newly released game so far, and I hope that it's going to stay fun for a while. Now we're going to talk about one of my favorite overall game series. Bioshock is an action horror shooter. You can pick up all 3 games individually for $20 each, or you can get the collection for $50. This game has some good spooks in it, and it has a great story, and the gameplay is also really fun to me. I enjoyed the third game gameplay-wise probably the most, and then the first game story-wise, but the third game has a crazy story. But yeah, play those games, they're great. Next up we have Wright, the Ace Attorney Trilogy. This was my introduction into the Ace Attorney series, and I loved it. You play as a defense attorney for wrongfully accused clients, and you basically look for evidence, and in court use that evidence to cross-examine the prosecutor and the witnesses, and it's pretty fun. The gameplay is fun, but it also has some bangers in the soundtrack. I don't know, I really like the soundtrack. It's pretty good. And then when like the court cases pick up, you really get that rush, and once it starts going, it's really fun. The game is 30 buckaroonies. I got it on sale for 15. I don't know if it's gonna go on sale again, but yeah, you should check it out. Now for some quick honorable mentions and free games. Dead Cells is similar to Little Noah, but it's more gritty and mature. It was fun, but it lost my interest kind of quick. You should check it out if you were interested in Little Noah. It's $15. Star Wars Republic Commando. It's a fun shooter for $15, but its age shows a bit more than Bioshock. Still has a good campaign though, so check it out if you're interested in some shooters. Ori and the Blind Forest is $15. It's a great side scroller with a good story. You should check it out if you're interested in those kind of games. Now for some free ones. Apex Legends and Fortnite Battle Royale are 2 Battle Royale games. I think most people know what those are. Fall Guys is another free game. I think most people know what that one is as well. Pokemon Unite is Nintendo and Game Freak's attempt at a MOBA. It's a bit pay to win, but it is free, and I enjoyed it a little bit. Lastly, we have Dauntless, which seems to be Epic Games' attempt at a Monster Hunter-like game, but it's free, so you should give it a try if you're interested in that. And yeah, those are my cheap games that I think are pretty fun. If you have any suggestions for video ideas, or any other cheap games that you think are fun to let other people know, leave it in the comments below, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.